Hello friends, this video on diversity in living organisms part 21 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So now let us go ahead to the next class, that is Echinodermata. So let us see what other advancement happens in Echinodermata. So first thing, let us look at its name. What is the meaning of echino and what is the meaning of dermata? Echino means spiny and dermata means skin. So organisms with spiny skin, they will fall under Echinodermata. They have complex body differentiation. Body is bilaterally symmetrical in larvae, radially symmetrical in adults. So here there is a little difference in the symmetry. Most of the organisms are bilaterally symmetrical, but these organisms, when they are small, larvae means they are young ones. So in the young ones, it is bilaterally symmetrical, but when they grow and become adults, they become radially symmetrical. What do you mean by radially symmetrical? When I said bilaterally symmetrical, I meant that if I divide it into two equal halves, then both the halves will be symmetrical to each other. When I say radially symmetrical, that means along its radius, it has to be symmetrical. So something in this shape is radially symmetrical, or something in this shape, the shape of a star, that is also called as radially symmetrical because it has a common radius along which it is symmetrical. Body is made up of 3 layers of cells, so they are also triploblastic. They have a coelomic cavity. It is organ system level of organization. Now I don't need to explain much about all these things because I have already explained. They are spiny and skinned organisms. Free-living marine, mostly they are found in the marine water, and they are free-living, that is they are generally not parasitic. They live on their own. They are mobile, water-driven tube system. So there is a water-driven tube system which helps in its mobility. So let us have a look at the structure. Let us look at some of the examples of Echinodermata. So feather star is a Echinodermata, sea cucumber, sea urchin, starfish. These are some of the examples of Echinodermata. So now looking at their structures, you can see that they are all radially symmetrical. They are all in the form of a circle. So which is going to be symmetrical about its radius. This is also radially symmetrical. This is also radially symmetrical. This is also radially symmetrical. What about the sea cucumber? If you observe it from upper side, you will see that this acts as the radius, and that way longitudinally it is radially symmetrical. So all of them are radially symmetrical, and all of them have spiny structures all over their body, and that is why they are called spiny skinned organisms, right? And they also have water, as I mentioned in the previous slide. They have water-driven tube system. So that means there are some tube-like structures inside their body which actually helps in their movement, right? So this was all about Echinodermata. So what were the advancements in Echinodermata? Here again, we have complete organ system present. So we have the different body systems present. Here also we have a hard exoskeleton which is made up of calcium carbonate. So hard exoskeleton actually helps in the protection of the inner cells. Let us look at the next class, that is Protochordata. What is Protochordata? What is the meaning of chordata? Chordata means those with a cord. Cord means a string-like structure. So organisms with cords are known as chordates. Now in chordates we have two classifications, that is protochordates and the vertebrates. So protochordates fall under the category of chordates. So under protochordates we have under chordates we have protochordates and vertebrates. So now we are talking about protochordates. The word proto means pre, that means before. So they are classified under chordates. They have complex body differentiation. Body is bilaterally symmetrical, made up of 3 layers of cells, that is triploblastic. Coelomic cavity is present. Presence of a notochord, and because of this notochord, they are known as chordates. So chordates are those organisms which have a notochord. What is a notochord? It is a long rod-like structure that runs along the back of an organism to separate the nervous tissue from the digestive tract. So if you look at us human beings, you would have seen that all of us have a backbone, right? We have a spinal cord. So they are all separated from the digestive tract, right? So this notochord was also nothing but a long rod-like structure that actually separated the nervous tissue, that means the nerves, from the digestive tract. So it was a long rod-like structure which ran along the back of an organism. Now, one thing was observed, that it is not necessary that in protochordates the notochord will be present at all stages of their lives, but it was seen that at certain stage of their life they had notochord. Not always, but for some time all the protochordates had notochord. So muscles are attached to these notochord for ease of movement. However, locomotion is present only in some. So the notochord is present and all the muscle cells will attach to these notochords. So this will help in the movements. Right? So this is organ system level of organization, because anyways we have all those organ systems which were present till so far. I mean the digestive system, the excretory system, and all those things are already present. On top of that, now there is the presence of this notochord which is actually going to help in the movement. Mostly marine. When we look at examples, Balanoglossus is an example of a protochordate which has a long notochord here. So you can see there is a notochord running down the back. Right? So this notochord actually provides internal support. Thank you. Please visit www.examfear.com to watch more videos, attempt free online test, get free study material, find tutors and mentors. Thank you once again.